Hello folks and welcome back to Cybernet's Flashpoint, where last time we once again accomplished stealth with the addition of a body count. Turns out that went even better than last time. Even better than last time because we didn't even try to go stealthy. I think we just basically the second we started taking out people. As long as you're fast and people don't see other people being taken out, it's very, very helpful. No missions at the moment. 8 ready mercs at the moment as well. We did all leveling it last time. We have 3 things to do. We have a conversation with the doctor. We have Origami is waiting for the decision from Herr Schweinchen's decision about the smuggling deal. So we're looking for how that plays out in 3 weeks' time. And also there's a mission from Werner Braun, Stahlman, who's the only person I actually recognize the face of because we've dealt with him the entire time. We've just been given other people. I know Origami Joe at this point because it says it right there. But Gunther Stahlman, is just because we had the entire we built up that relationship whilst we were playing. Whereas other people were just given them. Also, apparently at some point I missed this that the underworld has been done, so we can hit level 2 now, so we can actually look for Merc now. So we can locate a new recruit, new soldier recruit, new hacker recruit, level 8, damn. Okay, so we haven't had it, we got a new wire ghost, which is the alternative hacker, new scourge recruit, new gunslinger recruit, new war machine recruit. Ooh. I was just saying I could potentially need new hackers. Let's look for a wire ghost. We put out a call for new wire ghost. What did you find? I worked at network and I netted a promising solo operator. Keep in mind, the people who end up down here willing to join a Cybernet's crew, they've all got baggage, bad blood, someone hunting them. No one makes it this far into the Shadows tattered record. New potential recruit, Jeanette, is waiting in the roster for your review. Okay, let's have a look at you then. Thank you very much. Alright, so let's have a look at you, Jeanette. You probably haven't heard my name. Once you see me hack, you won't forget it. So massive tech, almost all points into tech, damn, okay. You got a basic tech, you got some Cortex we're level 3. The only thing we have to do to prove you is level up your Matrix Link. We have to find the person who can sell the so one thing I'll do is I'll go check the stuff. Anyway, so under shadow of fame, your famous father, Cowboy 6, pulled off hacks 10 years ago what shook Megacorporations to the core. They crashed entire satellite networks and paralyzed the Warner Brown Gleamer before being caught and executed. It's hard to live in his shadow, but you have the same gift and are seeking to carve out your own path. +1 reaction, +1 will, +8 tech. All your stats come from that one ability, essentially. 118, so you have a 1110, which means your only natural stats are 2 tech. Born Infiltrator, you were born and raised for this, giving you exceptional skills to hang in the nanosecond battle for Matrix control. When hacking, you gain 2% less connection burn when using skipjack and 1 turn for jamming security devices from Matrix. You're a faction insider. You can work within Los Legales. You're barred by Werner Braun, and you're hunted by Werner Braun because of what your dad did. Dreams of Gleam, dreams of escaping Earth to new life on Space Station Gleamer. Hidden identity, needs to give the old identity from above the level hidden in the... Yep, so I guess no one knows essentially that you're... who knows? And you have trusts. We'll have a chat with you then. You're actually the highest level person here because you're matching levels with Afterimage. So let's have a chat with you then. Because what do you need? You probably need reaction. Or anything else. Like tech bonuses, you got a lot of tech. You have a lot of tech. You're also pretty good at taking out drones. You do +20% damage versus drones. And you have +10% crit chance. Alright, so I'll chat with you. Why would we know your name, Jeanette? You wouldn't have heard of me, really. But everyone makes a big fuss when they find out who my father was. So I'd like to get out of the way early. You got quite the icebreaker. Who was he? On the Matrix, he used the handle Cowboy 6. The Cowboy 6? The same one who hacked the Warner Brown military satellite grid and crashed the entire network of Orion sats into the Pacific? The one, the only, Cowboy 6. That's heavy. I shouldn't have been snide earlier. That's a hell of an icebreaker, and I can see why you got that all early. Okay, but is it true the cowboy went on to hack the Warner Brown Gleamer, Space One, and paralyzed it in space? The ransom on that one must have been insane. He did, but he went too far on that one. Made a mistake and we caught him. I never saw him again. I never watched the execution vid. That was a sad end. So he taught you and you're following in his footsteps? Not exactly. He was a classic hacker with his bristling Matrix Link 7. I don't want to know what he'd say if he found out I landed at Cortex Wetgate. He was always hiding somewhere in the dingy hack haven. When they came for him, he probably didn't even have a gun. I don't want to go out like that. So I don't dive on that aging direct brain crap. I ghost in, I get close, I do my work. Further define this merc by picking one of the following traits. You make you a sleuth, make him a adrenaline junkie, or make you a thief. We skipped out on a thief, didn't we? So okay, what does adrenaline junkie, because we know what this does, we know what that does. What does adrenaline junkie do? +1 reaction, minus 10 hit points, +10 1 initiative, minus 1 move detecting radius, +5 move speed, and +20% chance to gain stress if left behind on a mission if ready status. +10% chance to gain double hype on mission completion. Okay, you want to be out on mission. If you're ready to go on a mission... Oh, that's a... Like, the bonuses are huge, but we basically have to take you out whenever you're available. You get upset if we don't take you out whenever you're available. You did skip out on the thief earlier, so I'm going to take thieving this time around. I'm not sure I'm ready for like maybe in a subsequent playthrough at some point in the future when I'm ready to deal with potentially this. But I've grown up practicing the same thieving ways as my father, but as I said, I prefer to be closer to the action. I'm as light-footed in the meat space as I am in the quantum. In our line of work, that can be the difference between score and a disaster. What do you think, Blur? I've got one more question. You've been out in the town for a long time. You've been out on your own for a long time. Cowboy 6 went down a decade ago. What have you been running to get who have you been running with to get that Cortex Wetgate? That's not cheap chrome. You didn't earn that kind of money without pulling off some heists. I found a business partner in the Ox. They are a rent-a-cops of the underworld, right? Well, I was their rent-a-wire ghost. I still had that connect, but eventually I had to move on. Things were catching up with me again. You're living under the shadow of Cowboy 6's infamy and all of the enemies he made along the way. I'm not surprised you're in trouble, but tell me exactly what it's going to eventually catch up with you. And before you answer, let me be clear. If you want in this company, trust is our baseline. That's the exact same line we've done before. Ooh, okay, so I had to get my revenge on my dad somewhere. I had to have Warner Brown hard and uncovered an illegal black site. Now it's my secretly. Oh, yes, they added black sites as potential missions we can have. If you raise someone's loyalty enough, they can tell you about their black sites. Well, that's very tempting, actually. So can I just say, you know about a black site? Which, if we get you loyal enough, you'll tell us. You have a hot cybernetic spiral prototype from Ultratech. Had to pay to splice it in, but now they bricked it, so I guess you come in with a free spinal prototype, but we have to find some way of turning it back on again. And all those years I ran with my Oxbox judge saved her life and her squad enough time she's indebted to me. Interesting. I thought this was going to be about stuff that's potentially like negative. The last one seems like a positive thing. We have an Ox boss potentially in our pocket for this. I'm sure there's going to be complications, definitely. Let's see here. I want to see this new hack site mechanic that they've added in. We'll see if we get that far. It can't possibly take them that long to connect you to Cowboy 6. When they do, they'll come for you. Yeah, I know that. That has been my entire life. Someday it'll be a sweet revenge and a profitable heist we can plan together. But for now, you'll sit on it as insurance that we all play nice together. I have a good feeling about this one. When the time comes, you and me will hit this black site together. A private word, Blur? What do you think? Everyone in this business has something to get, you know that about. You know what? We'll take Jeanette now. Welcome to the gym, Jeanette. Let me dive the Matrix and run point on infiltration for your crew a few times, and you won't regret this. Okay, so we have you. Let's have a look. What I should have done is looked exactly what this does first of all, but hey. So you come with exactly the same loadout as well, and you come with the... Hang on, one thing I want to do is go to you. Can you change the suppressor? It just suppresses more. Which is fine. The mass driver... more damage. Here, attach that. Which means this thing does almost no noise. 5 meters of noise now. This thing is quiet. And put... Ooh. Yeah, it sounds so anyway. Whoops. Who's running SMGs? You run the SMG, don't you? Yeah. You've got a suppressor anyway. I guess we can go loud with you. And you do more damage. You can uptick here for increasing accuracy of the stuff, but we can also give that to you, couldn't we? Yeah, we could. Right, anyway. Let's have a look at what a Wire Ghost can do. So, okay, your defaults are, you have Havoc, Spectral, and Infiltrate. Your Cortex Wetware gives you additional tech, less stress resistance, Q6 connection burn damage. Okay, so what do you have here? You have disable level 1 security device within 50 meters until the next turn, and if security device is connected to a matrix host, the SCU is scanned. Target a disabled device to further delay its reactivation. Okay. You can do that. That basically gives you more charge, more range, more charge, more charge. Tool down, more range. Okay, that's fine. Here we have the Spectral Dagger. Buff your Matrix Avatar with 3 Spectral tokens, and while this buff is active, each token prevents an active IC from increasing Q6 tally on death. Buff expires if all tokens are used at the end of the next turn. Next turn, so this is fast usage. Cooldown timer, 2-turn timer, charge. So this means... Oh, we already have that one. Okay, right. That is 10 Matrix AP, 4 tokens. Okay. And here we have Skipjack. Target a security device within 50 meters, and if it's connected to a Matrix host, immediately initiate a hack connecting to the device's controlling SCU. Hacks the first 12% connection burn for as long as it lasts. Connection reduced every action. Yeah, so the point of, like, a hacker can sit down and spend several turns in a network, whereas a Wire Ghost can jack in from anywhere. It doesn't have to jack in at the entrance port. But they got a big in and out fast situation. To the point that the whole point of Cortex Wetware is to reduce connection burn. So this is 12%, it'll be 11%. And there's a cooldown timer as well. So actually that's probably important to get up. And charge up as well, to be honest. Range and AP cost reductions. Interesting. And this is Phantom Slide. Instantly hop into a Matrix node down a straight line of connections from your current node and gain 10 Matrix AP and cause 10 damage per spectral node to all IC in the node. Per spectral token. So that follow you spectral dagger it, and then you Phantom Slide to do damage. All connection restrictions from the node type or IC are ignored. If any spectral tokens are active, use 1 token. Oh, so it doesn't actually use all of them. You do 30 damage and then take a token. That would be cooldown, that would be charge, that would be charge, that would be repair 12% connection as well. That's actually helpful for you, isn't it? Because you want to... That's 20% Matrix CP and Cyber Stack Shield. New passive talent Crash Pad and Jump Shock. The final split second signal drop protects you from negative effects, including the action point loss and debuff. So you're protected from Jump Shock. And the recharge is actually not that long. I feel like going up the central aisle and doing a lot of recharge stuff for cooldowns would be very important. Because whereas Sultan can just stay in the zone and consistently every turn keep things in, Janae has to basically jump in, jump out real fast. If taking action in the Matrix less than 20% connection, instantly gain a special token and repair 10% connection. Trapkeeper. Instantly capture and destroy 1 trap without causing any IC reaction of trap's trigger. If a trap is captured, gain 2 spectral tokens and 10 Matrix speed. If the trap does not exist, the challenge charge is used regardless. That's extra item carriers. So here we have Instantly teleport to new randomized nodes within the matrix host. Randomized node. Unlink, instantly unlink and teleport any active IC to the node to another random node in the host without causing any IC reaction or traps the trigger for any link in spectral token. It's all about building spectral tokens with you. Cash burn destroys everything there. Does more damage. Causes 10% damage. Well, yeah, so cash burn basically does damage a lot of stuff, so you want to do that to hit like SCUs and stuff like that, or CPUs. Immediately repair 40% connection and freeze 50% of cybertech IO to max and uses any and all spectral tokens. And this is going to be real world stuff, right? Engage ghost distortion to become undetectable. Sight and sound gain 10% crit chance for the remainder of the turn, cancelled by any attack. Does not affect laser wires, pressure plates, and motion detectors. Kill switch. Target any proximity mine or laser wire within and flips it. Protocol so it attacks any enemy agent and ignores and mercs for the next 2 turns. Interesting. Manifest trace. Ping loot manifest within 25 meters, revealing the exact contents of loot boxes within 10 meters of target point. Radio silence. Debuff an enemy with 18 enemies with an inability to make security reports to SecAI until the end of next turn. Cancel enemy overwatch. You have 3 more talents to grab right now. And I feel like Pin Drop didn't grab me. The Cash Burn was interesting as well. And Deck Bending as well. Yeah, this is, okay, let's work on this then. So we have here, Skipjack is the stuff here. I feel like we should basically try to get like 8 extra charges on you and reduce cooldowns on you. Simply because we need to be able to do stuff more often, you know? Item slide gives you what? Just cooldown on that as well. First connection, because you can do some damage there. Right, let's get some more stats in. What's this? This is +1 will and 1 hacking, gain that. +1 technically hacking, gain matrix AP. I might go up there, then go across that way. Although we do want to go up to the middle, like crash pad. I can't hit cash burn now if I go for crash pad, but if I don't go for crash pad, I could get cash burn now. This also generates more spectral tokens, doesn't it? Yeah. Actually, AP, QBPS, QBPS, QBPS. QBPS. Ooh, some lost. I want to grab like I think this branch looks very interesting to me at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and go for... Oh, we got a free respec potentially. I think we just arrived, so I'm going to cash my points in here. Pick up Trapkeeper. 3 more points. 1. 2. I'm going to grab... Again, an extra charge for Phantom Slide. There you go. Right. Okay. That's you. As it is. As it stands. Sure. Right. Anyway. That was a long mission of just leveling someone up. We have multiple respecs as well if we had to do. We have a free respec. We also have 2 respecs we can also do. Anyway, let's go have a chat with people first of all. As a long-time doctor, I think we need to talk. When I heard you went under a quantum rider to become a cyber knight, I have to say I wasn't surprised. You always had that gleam in your eye. But I was a little disappointed you didn't come to me. I've always stitched you and your friends up. Bullet holes, broken bones. I've spent enough time in the med and go to know that what you could handle, Dr. Ash. I integrated your dermal plating. But I get it. I don't have the razors here for that kind of surgery. Spinal, damn. I'm glad you're still alive. So, who integrated the rider? Who did the nerve splice? I wonder if it's like... I'm sure they're dead already, to be honest. Yeah. I'm sure the last is true because we basically the first mission is basically getting us out when we were still like unconscious, essentially. So I'm pretty sure Ultratech dealt with that. You don't have to worry about the competition. The splicer's dead already. Whoa, hold on. I didn't mean. What do you mean dead already? Dead as in caught by the Megacorp and disappeared. Gobbled up by the corporation that didn't like that he was doing midnight surgeries. It was all very quick. The good Dr. Ekman is just no longer with us. If they scooped him up that fast, then you aren't that safe either. This is exactly why I don't like the idea of you going under at a corporate clinic after Image. What you really know about that cyber surgeon, their loyalty, how careful they're being. This is why I wanted to talk to you. The equipment I have at the Med&Go is limited. I can patch, but I can only do minor cyber surgery here. Ooh, we're gonna level up your surgery abilities. I was just thinking about we need to get our surgery levels up. Oh, we have history. You know me. That rider in your spine doesn't change anything. You're gonna find trust is hard to come by. You can't buy that. But you can buy a whole new cyber splicing kidney integration. One where I could do a lot more than just bone grafts and dermal. You've got that kind of money? Me? For doing patchwork down here below street level? No, I don't. But you're going to. That gleam in your eyes, you're going to turn you into hard currency soon enough. I'm asking you to invest in the clinic. With an investment of 500,000, Dr. Ash could upgrade the clinic, medical services and cybernetics offered here. Ooh, hello. You do have the money for it, but I bet you could drum up a discount on the equipment you need. Oh no. Oh no. Eventual guaranteed success. So I could get someone out for several days. Essentially, guaranteed success eventually. So most means 33.66, then 100 eventually. Beggar. 20%. 20% takes it down to 375. 500,000 is a lot of money. You know what? Beggar, go for it. I have my usual channels, but it sounds you could score a better deal. The docks are just an extension of the streets. I know my way down around there. I know a lot of people down there. Give me a few weeks, I'll find what we need. Beggar will hang at the docks to warm up gold connections. When she's successful, we will score a 20% discount on that final price tag. Cool. We could use Underworld Hub at some point as well to start getting additional 20% chances. So the 33% chance is not going to trigger because we're at 7%. We can't trigger that before this is done, so 33% is going to roll as normal. We can trigger it when it's up to 66, which is up to 86, so there's a high percentage chance that it'll happen in the second. If it doesn't happen in the first one, the odds for happening in the second one are much higher. Again, there's nothing much else happening at the moment. We have our co-conspirator still ticking down, but that's what this is all about, I think. So anyways, let's go here. I'm holding the site schematics for an Ultratech target you might want to hit with a scav raid. When we negotiated the deal to join the charter, our people were allowed to visit thousands of Megacorp sites for evaluation. Some of them Ultratech. Enough that no one could link a hit on one of those sites back to Warner Brown. Sometimes sheer numbers are the best defenses. Also, I'm not paying you for a job. This is an offer you might take on your own time and risk. And what would we owe you? This one's free. We can't directly fund it, but anything that destabilizes Ultratech is good for our beachhead here in New Boston. There will come a time for funding. We need to get settled. Then there will be a time for that. Offer this raid, we're not going to pay, but we can steal from the site. Salvage, stretch. No, sorry, the mission we did before was the mission we did for, the potato. That leveled us up there. Programs rank 3. Yeah, you just had influence. Who's looking good for influence stuff? I guess if you start doing stuff for Q milieu, that'll work out. I guess you are refusing calls, but not necessarily not dealing with us. Steph, Owens is going to looking at 60. Owens at 70. Origami Jones at 50. We got a mission for you oncoming. Octane at 60. Mongrels at 60. No idea who you are. Ultratech, I guess. Julie, favors increasing and going. You get a favor every month, so it's ticking up. Judge, the gang boss that knows Jeanette. So we actually have an in in that, and you sell long range guns, rank 3. Ooh. As long as that red we already have, you can now buy, and you have a K39 competition. Big chunky. That's a big chunky gun. That is a lot. That's what revolvers, I suppose, they do, right? If you look at compare the Defensor does 160 base ballistic damage flat. This one does 150 ballistic, but also 100 pure on top of that, and that doesn't get reduced. Yeah, pure damage causes 75 to 100% of this damage directly to hit points. So 250 and like 100 of that doesn't get reduced by armor. And this one goes like way above that. It goes like 295 essentially, and 120 of that goes straight to your armor. Let me see what's your range issues here. Slightly less, but you are way louder. Like you're way louder. These things are hand cannons, right? That's the whole point. Complete and total hand cannons. You just had to level up as well, didn't you? Yeah, you just had to level up as well. Not sure what we did with you, but you had to level up. If he uses calls, you're hard a headhunter to deal with this as well. Kimiliu, Gunter, Ghoul, again. Honestly, the equal on exposure and influence gains. Nice. Dusty Diamond likes to. Dr. Ekman, dead, or missing at least. I wonder if they'll come back as part of the plot. And you sell high rank cybernetics. Yeah, you don't sell high rank cybernetics. We do want to get that up though. That's the whole point. We want to get that to the next level. Bob Vengerova, Bastian, and Beatune. Anyway, let's have a chat with everyone. Right. We wait for completion here. We can't rush the conversation because we're not waiting on Origami Joe. Origami Joe's waiting for someone else. So I think we'll just let time pass. We'll let time pass. We'll get to aid that legwork and close to pending heist. We'll do that pending heist next time. Hitler break for Archangel. Increases your grit, or no, more loyalty for you. The fact that your loyalty was that low is a bit iffy, but there you go. Increase your loyalty. Lovely. Right, that clean room is done. So what could we? Because we have. So what don't we have? Oh, it shows us. We haven't got a triage clinic, hacking station, or counter intel pod. We've got a nanofab already. You'll have to build a second one, interestingly enough. Triage clinic reduces injury time. Hacking station, you can gain leverage as a mission involving hacks. And counter intel pod reduces heat, creates loot heavy hacking missions, and temporarily block headhunters and trade favors. We might work towards this then. We have exactly the amount required of nanoscrubber required, so we'll start working towards the counter intel pod. Right, 3 days until. Hey, another. My dude, is that you again? Who are you? There's Dusty Diamond. Dusty Diamond gets to kill a lot of people. Prefers killing send a message as secondary objectives. Yeah, fair enough. That's cool. Yeah, we do well with you because you like us to go around and killing things. Legwork over there. That's is that Owen? That's Mongrel. I'll start remembering faces, I'm sure, at some point, I'm sure. So we could start working on the counter intel pod. Like level 2, I suppose, is what we want, is the hacking missions up, possibly, but reducing hit would be nice, it's not too bad. Start building that in. 90,000, that's fine. 12 hours until Beggar gets their first chance. The docs don't forget their own, I found our connect. Nicely done, Beggar, rolling 33 that fast. You found everything on my list? A Varner Brown global shipping container is on its way to the bottom of the Atlantic right now. Unlucky for them, lucky for us. Well done, beggar. Nothing good is cheap. Varner Brown is the best, so I'm sure your smuggler will need a handsome payment. We'll be back and complete the deal and let you know when we're ready. Okay, so we can get the 75 days. Honestly? 400,000. 20%. I was thinking 25%. That'll be 400,000. Yeah. Well, we're ready to transfer 400,000. I think we need to work very well together after Image. Thank you for supporting this, Blur. I already cleaned out the back room. It'll take about 2 weeks to get the medical equipment. As soon as it's ready, I'll give you the tour of the new private clinic. Nice. I'll have to wait. Okay, that's very, very good though. So do you know what that does for you though? At some point it's gonna go up. Cool. Looking forward to that though. Right. Let's have a chat with you. Make sure let's talk to people who need talking to. I'm holding blood money for you for helping execute 3 enemy captains. As days tick by, Varner Brown is strengthening the resident of New Boston and paying to put some interested parties on their behalf. So basically shooting Van Varner Brown. Yeah, and Wire Ghost definitely wants part of this. We might take you on there to find out what you can do. And legwork conversation from Mongrel. Help me collect some debtors who are trying to stiff me. I would collect on these loans in the ugly expensive way. I could collect on these loans in the ugly expensive way. You know, get a few people killed. But I think you could do it the easy way. I can see how we can put the fear back into view them, or we'll get around quickly to Stubbornness collecting for you. I think that line also happens before. Again, these things are not... Some of these things are procedurally generated, so I can see how lines can get reused, that's fine. Just think like a classic loan shark. Smash a few faces, threaten to break some kneecaps, discuss chopping off some fingers, but trust me, these punks will roll with you before you have to spill blood. Is word getting around that you've gotten soft, Mongrel? It's growing pains, Blur. I'm swimming in a larger pond where some of the fish want to test out their teeth on me. I'm climbing. I'm not getting all mushy on the inside. You're not offering to pay us? This is too small for payment after Image. I think we've done this one as well. Favors as well. So what we can do here, we can send Ghost out. Also, Ghost will get more experience as well. That must be a thing that Ghost has. Go, Ghost. I'm probably going to enjoy this too much. Anything else left over? Right, let's have a check on the missions. We'll do the missions next time. Let's have a see what the missions have here. Pending heist here. Salvage stretch. Mixed stealth combat. Plus 50% influence for Gunter if you kill these 8. Oh, and we like okay, so this is nick whatever we can, kill at least 8 people with less than 3 psych level, because that's gold cubes. And from what I read in the crafting thing, gold cubes are the whole shenanigans because it's the whole point of chance of rolling intrinsic bonuses. If you can build, and I think every craft uses 10 cubes, and if you basically can provide 10 gold nanocubes, you have guaranteed chances of rolling intrinsic bonuses. So gold nanocubes are what it's all about, really. So that's fine. And this is basically 73 for just doing the mission, which is funny considering, I guess it's 73 if you kill one person and leave, which means that you're going to get, what, 184? No, sorry, 182 is the minimum you can take from this. But you can get like, what, 327 plus 73 is 400,000. 400,000 plus some red nanocubes with less than 10 sec level. I don't think I've ever seen anything that high. And you have to kill at least 5 people. Wow. Because these 8... Gunter, you're a monster. I like Gunter very much so. Diversion, cancel any reinforcement deployment. Don't necessarily want that. We'd probably take unplug the cameras for you. And so I think we'll also bring in... Actually, interesting point. Would you work... Okay, you don't actually mind. It's not like Rhino when working for D cartel, you actually wouldn't. You actually would join us here. Interesting. This isn't even hacking optional. Interesting. This is not hacking optional. This is hacking optional. This one doesn't have hacking optional. This is literally loot boxes. So we wouldn't take Jeanette and Sultan for this. We could take people who need to level up, basically. We'll take Beggar and Rhino and stuff like that in. Do you want to kill at least 8, right? That's the whole point. You want me to kill at least 8, but do this stealthily. Okay. So if I go to mods, filters, do you have sniper barrels? You're already using one of those. Sniper body mods gives us bonus damage, better arc, less recoil. Oops, crap, sorry. More accuracy, more recoil, more crit bonus damage. More accuracy, more recoil. This gives you more accuracy, but does not give you bonus damage. This gives you bonus damage. You should start thinking about like people who need stuff and start getting, start working on, like, for example, for Rhino, modding out their guns better, right? Heavy degrip there gives you accuracy, optimal minimal range, optimal range. Optimal range doesn't actually change the range of the gun, just changes the optimal range of the gun. Yeah, it's fine. How much did was it? We had was it blade ebats? Increases the reload size of the E blades. Damn it! Every single time. Grip gives us what? Increased damage, increased armor shred, increased accuracy on the sword. Is a bit weird. Sure, I guess. Shotgun E-rifle. So E-rifles and shotguns share a body mod. Interesting. Merca wide flak increases arc and recoil. V-grip increases accuracy, and we have a better version with V-grip. What about pistol body mods? C-weight grip increases accuracy and lowers recoil. Ammo extension. Accuracy lowers min optimal range. Accuracy up. Red dot lowers stealth crit bonus damage. Hunter red dot increases accuracy and extends your range out. Which is like, that's a good thing, that's a bad thing, that's a bad thing. Weird. Anyway, folks, next time we'll do pending heist with the mission, with the staff we have on hand. But I'll catch you all then, folks. Bye-bye.